If you've never been arrested like myself, then you probably don't know how the prison life actually is. If I sound a little different, it's because I'm a little sick right now, but I didn't want to stop making videos. So we all know some prisons are better or worse than others, but today I'm going to be talking about the worst prison ever. A prison so terrible that they don't even have executions because staying at the prison is worse than death. If anyone's watching this from behind bars, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch my content on a smuggled in phone. Anyway, the prison of today's video is called CICOT, or CECOT, which is the Spanish acronym for Centro de Confinamiento de Terrorismo, which is the Terrorism Confinement Center. This is actually a fairly new prison, as it was built in late 2022 in El Salvador after this country had experienced the deadliest day in its history. March 26, 2022, gang violence erupted in this country, leading to 62 deaths. The following 6 months after this gang violence, there was a countrywide crackdown on all these criminals, and there ended up being 55,000 people arrested. And this is why they had to build the prison, because the jails that they already had in the country were too small to house all these prisoners. They had to make it so big that it ended up costing 100 million US dollars. So looking into the prison, the cells are absolutely massive. If you're the type who would be scared to even have just one cellmate in fear that they might harm you, that's nothing compared to the 80 cellmates in each cell. And I wouldn't be surprised if these cells frequently break out into a brawl like that one Squid Game episode. And I know what you're thinking, this is a lot of people. How do they keep track of everyone? Well, 24 hours of the day, the lights stay on. So you kind of just have to accept you're not getting any sleep, or any peaceful sleep, that is, because one, you're worrying about someone killing you in your sleep, and then also bright lights shining in your face. Also, there are no visitations allowed at all, but let's be honest, if you're locked up in this prison, you've done something so terrible, I'm not sure that any of your family or friends would want to come visit you. And by so terrible, I mean a lot of the prisoners here have 200+ year sentences for the horrendous amount of things they have done. Also, the guards are so cautious of these prisoners that they put a yellow line down as a boundary of how close visitors can get to the inmates. And I know what you're thinking, what's all about it? You just said there's no visitors allowed. Family and friends can't come visit them, but if it's something professional, for example, news stations have had people come there and visit and document about this prison, and also YouTubers. If you're famous enough of one where you can be trusted, then they will let you come. Also, if you go up to the yellow boundary line, it's forbidden to ask them any questions, but there have been some exceptions. So, for example, I was watching a video. The person making this video was actually interviewing one of the prisoners, but the only reason it was allowed is because all the guards and police officers were surrounding them. Plus the person that was being interviewed was a more respected inmate and someone that was trusted by the guards. Now, if you plan on becoming a criminal and joining this prison, let me tell you a few things that await you. All inmates are locked up all day and only get to leave for 30 minutes, but all they get to do is get guided down the main hallway wearing hand and feet cuffs. Occasionally during this 30 minutes, they can take off both sets of cuffs, and there will be an instructor that is guiding them in exercise programs. The only activity that is available inside the cell is reading a Bible. If a prisoner is aggressive and tries to harm another prisoner or a guard or police officer, they are locked in solitary confinement for up to 15 days, and it's literally just a small room that is completely closed off, pitch black, besides a little hole on the ceiling where light can seep through just enough where they won't completely lose their mind. So anyway, fast forward to 2024, and it was reported that El Salvador has lowered its crime and also has one of the highest number of people incarcerated in the world. I know that right now this prison seems a little intense, maybe too intense for you, but the truth is, these criminals who once plagued the streets of El Salvador are now getting a chance to be changed around. And while they will never be able to leave again and join society, most of these inmates have learned to coexist with one another, even rival gangs, for example, MS-13 and Barrio Ocho. There has also frequently been some controversy surrounding this prison involving human rights acts, but I'm pretty sure the president of El Salvador signed a law that basically, in certain scenarios, for example, like this prison, you're allowed to violate the laws of human rights a little bit. I'm not really sure what all it said, but I just know that kind of gave these guards leeway to make the prison as intense as they wanted to. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. If you want to see a video on the least, I can't think of the word, but least toughest prison, then let me know, because I'm pretty sure it is in Sweden. It's basically like a hotel. Anyway, do you think that you could survive living at this prison? Anyway, I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.